My name is Rakesh. I work as a food delivery guy in Bangalore. I've been doing this for over a year now. It's not a great job, but it pays enough for my rent and food. You know, normal stuff. Most nights are just about picking up food from some restaurant and dropping it off at some apartment or office. Nothing exciting. But one night, everything changed. That night still haunts me. Even now, I refuse to take orders after 10 p.m. No matter how much the incentive is. I just can't. It was a Friday. Rains had started that evening, not too heavy, just that annoying drizzle that makes your shirt stick to your back and your helmet fog up. I was already having a bad day. My bike was acting up, my phone's GPS was glitching, and to top it off, I had barely earned anything by 9:30 p.m. I was thinking of logging out of the app when I got a new order. Pickup. Hotel Royal Biryani. Deliver to House No. 46, Old Boot Bungalow Road. I blinked. Boot Bungalow Road. I'd heard about that street before. Some abandoned place outside the city, barely lit. People used to live there years ago but moved away after some strange incident. I didn't know much, just stories people say to scare each other. I laughed nervously. Just a name, Rakesh. Don't be a coward, I told myself. The pay was good, really good, almost double the usual amount. I accepted the order. I reached Hotel Royal Biryani and picked up the parcel. The guy at the counter looked at the order slip and said, "You sure you want to go there?" "Yeah, why?" He didn't answer. Just packed the food quickly and said, "Be careful." I shrugged it off. The location was about 8 kilometers away, mostly through a narrow road covered with trees on both sides. My headlight was the only thing lighting the path. No other vehicles, no people. Just darkness. I checked the map again. It pointed to a house deep inside that area. As I rode in, fog started settling low on the ground. I felt cold, not from the weather, but something else. You know that weird chill that crawls up your spine for no reason. I reached the street. Old Boot Bungalow Road. It looked straight out of a horror movie. All the houses were either broken down or completely abandoned. No streetlights. The wind made weird whistling sounds as it passed through trees and broken windows. House number 46 stood at the far end. A 2-story bungalow, half covered in creepers and moss. One of the windows on the top floor was broken. The wooden gate creaked open on its own as I approached. I parked my bike hesitantly. Every part of me wanted to leave. But I thought, deliver the food, take the money, and go. Don't overthink. I rang the bell. No answer. I knocked on the door. Once, twice. Then, slowly, the door opened. All by itself. My mouth went dry. "Hello." I called out. Silence. I stepped inside, just a few steps. "Hello. Delivery." Still nothing. I turned around, planning to leave, when I heard a voice. Soft, raspy. From upstairs. "Come up." I froze. Was that a woman's voice? "Madam, your order," I said loudly. "I'll leave it here." But again, the voice called, "Come up." I don't know what came over me. Maybe curiosity. Maybe fear. Maybe something else. I started climbing the wooden staircase. It creaked with every step. The house smelled of damp wood and something else, like burnt flesh. I can't explain it, but it made me gag. At the top, there was a long corridor with rooms on both sides. One of the doors at the end was slightly open. A dim light flickered inside. "Madam," I called again. No answer. I walked towards the room. My heart was pounding like a drum. I pushed the door open. Inside was a small room with old furniture. A broken mirror on one side. A table. An old cot. And someone sitting on the cot, back facing me. A woman. She had long black hair, covering her face. Her body looked off. Thin. Like she hadn't eaten in days. Her neck tilted slightly to one side. I couldn't see her face. I hesitated. "Your food, ma'am," I said, placing the parcel on the table. She didn't move. "Ma'am," I said again. Then, she started to turn. Slowly. Very slowly. I don't know how to describe what I saw. Her face was, God, it wasn't a face. It was all twisted. Skin peeling off. One eye missing. Her mouth was stretched unnaturally wide, like it had been torn open. And from that mouth came a sound that still rings in my ears. A screech. So loud. So sharp. Like 1,000 nails scratching glass. I dropped the parcel and ran. Ran like hell down the stairs. I could hear her behind me. Not footsteps, but that screech, chasing me. I didn't dare look back. I jumped on my bike, turned it on, and it wouldn't start. Come on, come on. I cried. Finally, the engine roared to life. As I sped away, I looked into my mirror. She was there, standing at the gate, staring at me. Then, she smiled. That horrible, torn mouth stretched even wider. And she waved, like she was saying, come again. I didn't stop until I reached a busy main road. I parked my bike and just sat there, sweating, shaking, heart thudding. I called the customer care of the app and told them what happened. They said, "Sir, there's no such order in your history. No payment. Nothing." "What? Check again," I shouted. They checked again. "Sir, your last order was to a corporate office 2 hours ago." I checked my own app. The order to house number 46 was gone. Vanished. I couldn't believe it. I went back to the restaurant the next day. Asked the guy who gave me the parcel. He looked confused. "I didn't see you yesterday," he said. I left, completely shaken. Later, I did some digging. Found out that house number 46 used to belong to a woman named Savitri. She lived alone. One night, she ordered food. When the delivery boy reached, she attacked him. Killed him. Then she hung herself. That was 5 years ago. Since then, some delivery boys claimed they got fake orders to that house. Some disappeared, some went mad, and some, like me, lived to tell the tale. But none were ever believed. And guess what? I later checked the Google Map history on my phone. That night, my last location was marked inside house no. 46. But I never went inside again. Even today, if a road seems too quiet, or a house too dark, I stay away. Because sometimes, not all customers are alive. And some deliveries should never be made.